Hello and welcome to the Expensive Coins History channel, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. In today's episode, we are uncovering the incredible story of one of Malaysia's most sought-after modern coins, the 2001 no-mint Mark 10 sen coin. This unassuming piece of change has surprised collectors and investors alike with its rising value, elusive nature, and mysterious production history. Whether you're a serious numismatist or just stumbled upon this coin in your pocket, this video will give you everything you need to know, from its historical background and mintage details to how much it is truly worth in the market as of 2025. Let us begin by stepping back into the early 2000s. The year is 2001. Malaysia was in a transitional period economically and socially. The Central Bank of Malaysia, Bank Negara Malaysia, continued the circulation of its second series coins, which were introduced in 1989. Among them was the 10 sen coin, featuring the iconic bunga raya or hibiscus flower on the obverse, symbolizing the national identity. Typically, Malaysian coins of this era carried a small mint mark beneath the year of mintage, usually indicating the Shah Alam mint. However, a rare error occurred in 2001. A very limited number of 10 sen coins were struck without this mint mark, creating an anomaly that went largely unnoticed at the time. This variety is now referred to as the 2001 no-mint Mark 10 sen coin. The absence of the mint mark was not an intentional design change. It is widely accepted among numismatists that this was a minting error. The minting die used either lacked the mark due to a production flaw, or the mark was mistakenly removed or never engraved. Out of millions of 10 sen coins minted in 2001, only a fraction are believed to exist without the mint mark. Unlike typical errors that are easily noticed and quickly removed from circulation, the missing mint mark on this coin is subtle. Many Malaysians unknowingly used these coins for years, never realizing they held a potential treasure in their hands. Over the past decade, coin collectors and dealers have confirmed the coin's rarity through documentation, trade records, and auction listings. Numismatic circles began recognizing it as a distinct error coin, and its value has since risen exponentially. The market value of the 2001 no-mint Mark 10 sen coin has seen consistent growth over the last few years. As of August 2025, the value of this coin depends heavily on its condition and authenticity. For coins in circulated condition with visible wear, prices typically start from 200 to 400 Malaysian ringgit. However, in uncirculated or near mint condition, prices can soar dramatically. Graded examples certified by reputable coin grading services such as NGC or PCGS can fetch anywhere between 1,000 and 2,500 Malaysian ringgit, depending on demand and rarity in the seller's region. In international markets, especially among Southeast Asian collectors, this coin can reach prices up to 3,000 ringgit when sold through auctions or specialized dealers. Coins with strong provenance, such as those documented in collector catalogs or past auctions, may even exceed those figures. The rise in digital platforms and marketplaces has also made it easier for collectors worldwide to trade rare Malaysian coins, further driving up demand. To identify whether you have a genuine 2001 no-mint Mark 10 sen coin, here are a few steps you should follow. First, examine the coin under good lighting. The mint mark on a regular 2001 coin appears just beneath the year. If there is no mark, that's your first indicator. Second, check the coin's alignment, weight, and edge. The authentic 2001 coin should weigh approximately 2.8 grams and have a milled edge. Be cautious, however. As the coin's value has risen, counterfeit coins have entered the market. Always verify with a trusted dealer or have it authenticated by a third-party grading service. Third, review online coin catalogs or forums. Many Malaysian coin communities actively share pictures and tips to distinguish real no-mint mark coins from altered or worn ones. while no coin investment is without risk, the unique nature of this coin makes it a compelling choice for collectors and investors alike. Its status as a minting error, combined with growing public interest in Malaysian numismatics, means its value is likely to continue increasing, especially as fewer uncirculated examples are found. For those looking to start a collection, acquiring one now could be a strategic move. If you already own one, it may be time to have it professionally graded and preserved in a holder to maintain its value for future resale. Experts advise buyers to watch auction sites, dealer catalogs, and online marketplaces like eBay, Lazada, or Carousel to monitor pricing trends. Keeping an eye on collector groups on Facebook or Malaysian numismatic forums can also provide valuable insight. The 2001 no-mint mark Malaysian 10 sen coin is a shining example of how a simple production error can turn an everyday coin into a highly valuable collector's item. Its blend of historical intrigue, limited availability, and growing demand make it one of the most exciting coins to watch in Southeast Asia's numismatic market. If you believe you have one of these coins, consider having it evaluated. You might be holding a small fortune in your hands. The 2002 Malaysian 10 sen coin with no mint mark. This seemingly ordinary coin, once part of everyday pocket change, has become a numismatic gem over the years. So what makes it so rare, so desirable, and potentially so valuable in 2025? Let's find out. The Malaysian 10 sen coin is part of Malaysia's second series of coinage, issued by Bank Negara Malaysia. This series was introduced in 1989 and continued into the early 2000s, featuring a simple yet elegant design. The obverse of the coin displays the denomination and the national flower, the hibiscus, while the reverse features the Parliament building along with the issuing year. In the year 2002, Malaysia continued the production of the 10 sen denomination. However, a notable variation emerged: the absence of a mint mark. While mint marks may seem like minor details, they are critical in the world of coin collecting. Their presence or absence can significantly affect a coin's identity, mintage, and value. What sets the 2002 Malaysian 10 sen coin apart is the lack of a mint mark beneath the Parliament building on the reverse. Typically, coins struck at the Royal Mint of Malaysia bear a small mint mark as a quality and origin indicator. However, during the 2002 mintage, a limited batch of coins was released without this identifying mark. Whether this was due to a minting error, a transitional design flaw, or a specific batch decision remains a topic of discussion among experts. This variation is incredibly rare. Numismatists believe that only a fraction of the total mintage lacks the mint mark, making this coin one of the most desirable post-independence Malaysian coins of the early 2000s. Rarity is the cornerstone of numismatic value. In the case of the 2002 no mint mark 10 sen, scarcity plays a major role in its rising value. Collectors within Malaysia and beyond are constantly searching for these elusive coins to complete their modern Malaysian coin sets. Due to its unexpected release and limited availability, many were not preserved in mint condition, further increasing the value of high-grade specimens. Only a handful of these coins are known to exist in uncirculated or near-perfect conditions. Certified coins graded by reputable grading agencies such as NGC or PCGS have fetched impressive sums in both public auctions and private sales. When it comes to determining the value of the 2002 no mint mark 10 sen coin, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state. A coin in circulated condition may be worth several times its face value. However, coins in mint state 60 or higher can command exponentially higher prices. Coins that are professionally graded and encapsulated tend to attract more serious buyers. As of 2025, there have been confirmed auction records of MS64 and higher examples reaching hundreds and in rare cases even over 1,000 Malaysian ringgit. Some international collectors have paid a premium in US dollars due to the coin scarcity and collectible appeal. Now let's look at the current market value of this coin in 2025. As numismatic interest continues to grow in Southeast Asia, the demand for rare Malaysian coins has surged. The 2002 No Mint Mark 10 Sen is no exception. As of this year, coins in average circulated condition are selling for between 10 to 25 Malaysian ringgit, depending on where and I appeal. Coins in extremely fine condition can fetch 50 to 150 ringgit. Uncirculated or mint state examples, especially those with third-party grading, are commanding prices ranging from 300 to 800 ringgit. In some rare cases, coins in mint state 65 or higher have sold for over 1,200 ringgit, particularly when sold through online auctions or numismatic exhibitions. The coin's value is further driven by the increasing scarcity in the market, as more collectors seek to hold long-term positions in Malaysian numismatics. Its trajectory suggests this coin could continue appreciating, especially as the pool of available high-grade examples diminishes. To summarize, the 2002 Malaysian 10 Sen coin with no mint mark is more than just a numismatic oddity. It represents a unique chapter in Malaysian minting history and a lucrative opportunity for savvy collectors and investors. Its blend of historical intrigue, confirmed rarity, and increasing market demand makes it one of the standout coins of modern Southeast Asian numismatics. If you happen to come across one of these coins in your collection or among your spare change, it may be worth far more than 10 senator. And if you are considering investing in collectible coins, this could be an ideal starting point due to its strong fundamentals and long-term value potential. The 2004 No Mint Mark Malaysian 10 Sen coin. A coin once seen as common pocket change, now making headlines in numismatic circles worldwide. This unassuming 10 Sen piece is quickly becoming a sought-after treasure for collectors, dealers, and investors alike. To truly understand the value of the 2004 No Mint Mark 10 Sen coin, we must first revisit its origins. Malaysia's Sen coinage, particularly the 10 Sen denomination, has undergone several design and production changes since its first introduction in 1967. The year 2004 marks a pivotal period, being part of the third series of Malaysian coinage issued under Bank Negara Malaysia. During this time, the Royal Mint of Malaysia was producing coins with standard specifications: nickel-plated steel with a reeded edge, featuring a bunga raya or hibiscus flower on the obverse, and the denomination on the reverse. The mint mark, usually located just below the denomination, indicated the coin's origin of production. However, in 2004, a small batch of 10 Sen coins was produced without any mint mark, an omission that would later gain major attention among numismatists. This absence of a mint mark wasn't intentional. Experts speculate it was likely a minting error or a transitional anomaly during a production switch. Some theorize it was produced at a foreign facility, such as the Royal Canadian Mint or another contracted mint, during a short-term outsourcing period. Whatever the cause, the no mint mark variant quickly vanished from circulation, with only a limited number reaching the public. As a result, the 2004 No Mint Mark 10 Sen coin became an unintentional rarity. The rarity of this coin cannot be overstated. Unlike regular 10 Sen coins that were minted in the hundreds of millions, the 2004 No Mint Mark variant is estimated to exist in quantities of only a few thousand, perhaps even fewer. These coins were not included in official mintage reports, making them what collectors call ghost issues, known to exist, but undocumented. Their scarcity has led to fierce competition among Malaysian and international collectors. Since their identification as a distinct variety around 2010, these coins have become a staple in top-tier collections and have been featured in auction catalogs across Southeast Asia and beyond. The 2004 No Mint Mark 10 Sen coin is a classic example of modern numismatic rarity. Its value doesn't stem from precious metal content, but from its extreme scarcity and demand among collectors. Now let's examine what everyone's eager to know: the current market value of this elusive coin in 2025. Over the past decade, the value of this coin has seen a dramatic increase. Back in 2015, specimens in fine to very fine condition sold for as little as 50 to 100 Malaysian ringgit. However, as awareness grew, so did the price. By 2020, values had already surged to between 250 and 500 ringgit depending on condition. But in 2025, fueled by international demand and limited supply, this coin has reached new price levels. Here's the current price range based on recent auction results and private sales. Circulated condition: fine to very fine 300 to 600 Malaysian ringgit, extremely fine to about uncirculated 800 to 1,200 Malaysian ringgit, uncirculated or mint state 1,500 to 2,500 Malaysian ringgit or higher. Proof-like examples or graded MS65 and above by NGC or PCGS can command 3,000 ringgit or more, depending on appeal and certification. Rare eBay listings and collector forums have even documented bidding wars for mint state examples, pushing prices beyond these ranges. This dramatic price growth reflects not only scarcity, but also the increasing interest in Southeast Asian numismatics on a global scale. As collectors seek out regional rarities and minting anomalies, coins like the 2004 no-mint mark Pennyz are thrust into the spotlight. If you suspect you may own this rare coin, here's what to look for. Date: it must be clearly dated 2004 mint mark area, below the denomination, near the base of the reverse design. This area must be completely blank. Edge: the coin should feature a reeded edge, consistent with standard issue Pennyz coins. Weight and diameter: roughly 2.8 grams in weight and 18 millimeters in diameter. Any major variation may suggest a counterfeit. Authentication is critical. If you own one, consider having it graded and encapsulated by a reputable service such as NGC or PCGS. Not only does this preserve the coin's condition, but it also assures buyers and collectors of its authenticity. The story of the 2004 no-mint mark Malaysian Pennyz coin is a remarkable example of how even modern, base metal coins can become prized numismatic artifacts. What was once dismissed as an ordinary error is now a prized possession. A coin that proves history, rarity, and passion still drive the world of coin collecting. So, if you're in Malaysia or anywhere across the globe, now might be the time to check your coin jar, your change drawer, or that old piggy bank. You just might be sitting on a hidden treasure. The 2012 Malaysian Pennyz coin without a mint mark. This particular coin has stirred quite a bit of excitement in the numismatic community, not just for its unusual features, but also for its surprising market value in recent years. If you have one of these coins in your pocket change, you might be holding onto something far more valuable than you think. So, stay tuned as we explore its history, the reason behind its rarity, what makes it worth collecting, and its current value in 2025. To understand why the 2012 no-mint mark Pennyz coin is such a big deal, we need to go back to the history of Malaysian coinage. Malaysia introduced a new series of coins in 2012, often referred to as the third series of Malaysian coins. These coins featured a modernized design, improved security features, and lighter weight due to the use of new metal compositions. The Pennyz coin in this series was minted using stainless steel and designed with a motif symbolizing traditional Malaysian weaving art known as tenunan. On the reverse side, it displayed the denomination, while the obverse bore the national crest of Malaysia and the year of minting. Typically, these coins were produced by the Royal Mint of Malaysia and included a small mint mark to identify their origin. However, a limited batch of 2012 Pennyz coins were found without any mint mark. a variation that was not officially announced or recognized at the time of issue. The no-mint mark variant of the 2012 10-cent coin was first discovered by collectors and keen-eyed members of the public in late 2012 and early 2013. It didn't take long before this variant was flagged as an error or variety coin, something every numismatist pays close attention to. Unlike common mint errors such as double strikes or misaligned dies, this was an omission, the complete absence of the mint mark. While this might seem minor, in the world of coin collecting, such omissions can significantly increase a coin's value, especially when the error is tied to a transition year or a new coin series. Numismatic researchers and Malaysian coin enthusiasts began compiling reports and documenting instances of the no-mint mark coin. Estimates suggest that fewer than a few thousand of these coins may have entered circulation, making them exceedingly rare compared to their standard counterparts. So why exactly is the no-mint mark variant so rare and desirable? Firstly, it is important to understand that mint mark variations are among the most collectible errors in numismatics. They not only point to a lapse or oversight in the minting process but also add a layer of intrigue and historical value to an otherwise common coin. Secondly, the 2012 no-mint mark 10-cent coin is a modern error, which is relatively uncommon in a time of highly automated and precise minting technology. The fact that such an omission happened during a major redesign and launch year only adds to its mystique. Thirdly, demand from both local and international collectors has been steadily growing over the past decade. While the Malaysian coin collecting community has always appreciated this variety, global interest has also increased as collectors look to acquire unique modern coins from around the world. As a result, prices for this particular coin have been on a steady rise. As of 2025, the 2012 no-mint mark Malaysian 10-cent coin is considered a valuable collector's item. Its price varies significantly based on condition, authenticity, and demand, but here is a general guide to its current market value. In circulated condition, meaning it shows moderate signs of wear from usage, the coin typically sells for between 30 and 80 Malaysian ringgit. In better condition, such as very fine to extremely fine, the coin may fetch between 100 and 250 ringgit. In uncirculated or mint state condition, especially those graded by third-party grading services such as NGC or PCGS, the value can rise significantly, often ranging from 300 to 800 ringgit or more depending on appeal and scarcity. In high grade, some online auctions and collector marketplaces have recorded sales exceeding 1,000 ringgit for pristine examples with full documentation and provenance. It is worth noting that values fluctuate based on market interest, collector sentiment, and the general economy. However, as of mid-2025, this coin remains one of the top modern Malaysian varieties in terms of collector value. Given the rising value and demand, counterfeiters and altered coins have unfortunately started to appear in the market. So how do you identify a genuine 2012 no-mint mark 10-cent coin? Examine the reverse side of the coin carefully. A standard 2012 10-cent coin will have a tiny mint mark located just beneath the denomination or close to the design elements. On the no-mint mark version, this detail will be completely absent. Inspect the edge, surface, and overall minting quality. Genuine coins should still have the official design and metallic characteristics expected of the 2012 issue. Consider getting the coin authenticated and graded by a recognized numismatic grading service. While this may involve some cost, it provides assurance and can increase the resale value of your coin. Always buy or trade coins from trusted sources. Reputable dealers, auction houses, or certified collectors groups will offer much greater security than unknown online sellers. The 2012 no-mint mark Malaysian 10-cent coin stands as a testament to how even modern coins can hold remarkable historical and monetary value. For collectors, it offers a unique blend of scarcity, modern appeal, and the thrill of discovery. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a casual hobbyist, adding this coin to your collection is not only a smart investment but also a fascinating conversation piece that if you think you might have one of these coins lying around in your old coin jar or inherited from a family member, it's definitely worth taking a closer look. You could be holding onto a coin worth hundreds of ringgit, or more. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative and useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. We're diving deep into one of Denmark's most fascinating small denomination coins, the 1983 Denmark 25 or coin with no mint mark. Despite its humble appearance and low face value, this particular coin has generated significant interest among collectors, numismatists, and investors alike. We'll explore its origins, the historical background, why it's rare, and how much it's worth in today's market as of 2025. Whether you're a coin collector or just curious about what makes certain coins so valuable, you'll want to stick around until the end. The 25 or coin was a long-standing denomination in Denmark's monetary system, which operated under the krone and or structure for many decades. The word or is derived from the Latin word aureus, referring to gold, and the denomination existed in various forms throughout the 19th and 20th centuries. The specific design of the 25 or coin that we're discussing today was introduced in the post-World War II period and remained largely consistent for several decades. These coins were generally composed of bronze or aluminum bronze alloys and featured a crowned monogram of the reigning monarch on the obverse, while the reverse typically displayed the denomination, the year, and the mint mark. In 1983, however, something unusual happened. Most Danish coins include a mint mark, which helps identify the minting location or sometimes the mint master in charge at the time of production. In the case of the 25 or coin, this mint mark was usually a small heart or the initials of the mint official, but in 1983, a small number of 25 or coins were produced without any mint mark at all. These no mint mark coins were not intended to be released into circulation. Instead, they are believed to have been test strikes, pattern coins, or error pieces that accidentally entered the general monetary flow. Because of this, the 1983 no mint mark 25 or coin is considered a rarity. It is not listed in standard mint records as a separate issue, and its production numbers remain officially unknown. What is clear, however, is that it was minted in extremely limited quantities, possibly fewer than a few hundred pieces. Some estimates go as low as 50 known specimens, although this has never been fully verified. Rarity in numismatics is not just about how many coins were minted. It also depends on how many have survived, how many are known to collectors, and the quality or grade of the surviving specimens. In the case of the 1983 no mint mark 25 or coin, all of these factors contribute to its desirability. First, its accidental or limited release makes it a curiosity, which always excites numismatic interest. Second, it breaks the expected pattern for Danish coins of that era. And third, the very few that exist have often been found in circulated condition, making high-grade examples exceptionally rare. When you combine all of these aspects, you get a coin that is not only rare in absolute numbers but also highly collectible due to its story and uniqueness. Over the years, a few examples of the 1983 no mint mark 25 or coin have surfaced at auctions, mostly in Europe. Back in the early 2000s, such coins sold modestly, as many collectors were unaware of their significance. However, as interest in error coins and rare mint varieties grew, so did their prices. By 2015, the coin was already fetching hundreds of dollars in auctions. A well-preserved example sold in 2019 for approximately $700. Another one graded extremely fine or better reportedly sold in Germany for over $900 in 2021. These prices reflect both rarity and increasing demand from a growing base of international collectors. How much is a 1983 no-mint mark Denmark 25 or coin worth in 2025? In today's market, the coin continues to climb in value. Recent online auctions and private sales have reported sales ranging from $800 to over $1,500, depending on the coin's condition and provenance. Coins graded in fine or very fine condition tend to sell in the $800 to $1,000 range, while coins in extremely fine or almost uncirculated condition have crossed the $1,200 mark. If a certified mint state example were to appear, it could command an even higher premium, possibly over $2,000, due to the sheer rarity of uncirculated specimens. The value is also supported by the coin's growing reputation in numismatic literature and catalog listings. While not officially recognized as a separate issue in older catalogs, several updated guides and online platforms now list the coin with a separate entry and price range, further cementing its status as a high-value collectible. If you're lucky enough to own a 1983 no-mint mark 25 or coin, take proper steps to preserve it. Store it in a non-PVC coin holder or an archival quality flip. If it's in high grade, consider sending it to a reputable grading service such as NGC or PCGS for authentication and encapsulation. For those looking to invest in one, be cautious of counterfeits. Since the coin is now known to carry significant value, fakes may appear. Always buy from trusted dealers and auction houses with a verifiable history. In summary, the 1983 no-mint mark Denmark 25 or coin is an extraordinary piece of numismatic history. It represents a perfect storm of low mintage, accidental release, and collector intrigue. Its market value has consistently risen, and in 2025, it stands as one of the most valuable minor denomination Danish coins in private hands. The 1980 Denmark 25 or coin with no mint mark. At first glance, it may seem like just another piece of minor currency. But for seasoned collectors and sharp-eyed enthusiasts, this coin represents much more than its face value. Let's uncover the rich history behind this small but captivating Danish coin, explore its design features, discuss why the absence of a mint mark matters, and take a deep dive into its current value in the collector's market in 2025. The 25 or coin has been part of Denmark's monetary system for decades. The version minted in 1980 belongs to the final series before the denomination was eventually phased out. This specific coin was issued under the reign of Queen Margrethe II, who began her rule in 1972 and remains a central figure in Danish constitutional history. During the late 20th century, Denmark continued using the øre system as subunits of the krone. The 25 or coin was commonly used for everyday purchases and found in nearly every Dane's pocket. However, due to economic shifts and inflation, its practical use diminished over time, leading to its demonetization in 2008. The 1980 edition is unique not just because of its era, but due to one unusual and highly debated characteristic: the absence of a mint mark. The coin's design is simple, clean, and classically Scandinavian. On the obverse, it features the monogram of Queen Margrethe II, topped with a royal crown. This monogram symbolizes both the continuity and modernity of the Danish monarchy. The reverse of the coin bears the denomination, 25 or, centered in bold type, with the country name, Denmark, inscribed along the edge. Notably, it lacks any visible mint mark, which is where its mystery begins. In most Danish coins of this period, the mint mark is present to indicate the Royal Danish Mint or other authorized production facilities. The 1980 25 or with no mint mark is considered an anomaly. Whether this was a result of a deliberate design shift, a minting error, or simply a limited production decision, the absence adds intrigue and value in the numismatic world. Now, let's talk about rarity. While millions of 25 or coins were minted in general, the 1980 no mint mark variation is considered considerably scarce compared to other years. According to collector records and mint archives, the 1980 issue had a significantly lower mintage than surrounding years, possibly due to economic transitions and reduced public demand for low-denomination coins. The lack of a mint mark makes this coin a desirable specimen for error coin collectors, type collectors, and those focusing on Scandinavian currency. Its value is further elevated by the challenge of finding one in high grade. Circulated examples are common but often worn, whereas uncirculated or mint state specimens are much more difficult to obtain. Fast forward to the present, the year 2025. The market for vintage European coins, particularly Scandinavian issues, has grown steadily. With the rise of digital platforms and online auctions, collectors worldwide now have greater access to regional rarities, and demand is soaring for coins like the 1980 no mint mark 25 or .so. What is this coin worth in today's market? In circulated condition, the 1980 25 or without mint mark typically sells for $2 to $5, depending on wear and visibility of key details. In uncirculated condition, or coins graded MS 60 and above, values can reach $20 to $40, and occasionally higher for coins with pristine luster or professionally slabbed examples. Proof-like strikes or error versions, such as off-center strikes or double dies, can fetch $100 or more, especially in international auctions or specialized numismatic events. These values are significantly higher than their face value and continue to trend upward, thanks to growing interest in European minor coins and historical Danish currency. So, is the 1980 Denmark 25 or no mint mark coin a good investment, while it might not make headlines like ultra-rare US gold eagles or ancient Roman aurii? Its combination of scarcity, historical value, and growing international attention makes it a worthwhile addition to any world coin collection. Its investment potential lies in long-term value retention, niche appeal, and the increasing scarcity of well-preserved examples. If you come across one of these coins in your collection or during your travels, be sure to check for condition, authenticity, and any unique features that could raise its value further. Whether you are a novice collector, a history enthusiast, or a seasoned numismatist, coins like the 1980 25 or from Denmark are a reminder that even the smallest currency units carry stories worth telling and value worth preserving. The 1984 Denmark 25 or coin with no mint mark. This coin may look modest at first glance, but as we peel back the layers of its design, production background, and recent market behavior, you'll begin to understand why this little piece of copper nickel could be worth much more than its face value, especially in the year 2025. In 1984, Denmark was still using the ore system, with 100 ore making up 1 Danish krone. The 25 ore coin was part of the country's small denomination currency and was struck in a copper-nickel alloy, making it resilient and resistant to everyday wear. This particular series of 25 ore coins was first introduced in 1966 and remained in circulation until the coin was demonetized in 2008. The 1984 issue is notable for its clean and minimalist design, typical of Scandinavian currency aesthetics. The obverse features the crowned monogram of Queen Margrethe II, the current monarch of Denmark since 1972, while the reverse bears the denomination and year of issue. But there is something that separates the 1984 coin from most of its peers: the lack of a visible mint mark. Now, here's where things get intriguing. Most Danish coins were traditionally struck at the Royal Danish Mint, and many bore a mint mark indicating their place of production. However, certain years, and specific denominations, were minted without a visible mint mark. In 1984, the 25 ore coin was one such issue. The absence of a mint mark on this coin has sparked speculation and interest within the numismatic community. Was it an intentional design decision? A minting error? Or perhaps a transitional strike during a shift in minting equipment. While the Royal Danish Mint has provided limited information on this specific detail, the fact remains, the 1984 25 or coin with no mint mark is now viewed as a key date by certain collectors, especially those focused on modern European coinage or minor denomination coins that have disappeared from circulation. In terms of absolute mintage numbers, the 1984 issue was not particularly low. Millions were struck. However, what makes this coin more interesting today is not sheer scarcity, but rather surviving condition and the decline in availability. Over time, a significant percentage of these coins were either melted down, lost, or simply discarded after their demonetization in 2008. Those that do survive are often in circulated condition, showing wear and tear from decades of use. Finding one in uncirculated or mint state condition is far more difficult, and this is where the coin begins to appreciate in value. Collectors seeking high-quality specimens for typesets or for complete date runs of Danish currency find the 1984 issue especially challenging when searching for coins in top grades. Now, let's talk numbers. What is the current market value of the 1984 no mint mark 25 or coin in 2025? As of August 2025. The average market value of this coin varies significantly depending on its condition. In circulated condition, with visible wear and loss of original luster, the coin typically sells for between $1 to $3. These are common in coin shops or online marketplaces such as eBay or Delcamp.in. Extra fine to about uncirculated condition. Prices can range from $5 to $10, especially if the coin has retained its sharpness and natural toning. In mint state condition, particularly those graded MS 63 and above by reputable grading agencies, prices have shown notable upward trends. In 2025, MS 65 examples are fetching between $25 to $50, depending on appeal and demand. Top pop coins, meaning those graded MS 67 or higher with full luster and minimal contact marks, are rare and can command upwards of $75 to $100, especially when auctioned through major European coin houses. It's worth noting that in the world of numismatics, value is driven not just by rarity, but also by demand. As more collectors show interest in Northern European coins and obsolete small denominations, coins like the 1984 no mint mark 25 are quietly rising in both popularity and price. While it's unlikely to fund your retirement, the 1984 Denmark 25 or coin without a mint mark can indeed be a hidden gem for certain collectors. In exceptional condition, its value exceeds that of many contemporary commemorative issues. For those building a complete Danish coin set or focusing on 20th-century European coins, this piece is considered a must-have. Its value lies in its numismatic appeal, not in its precious metal content. It's a low-denomination coin with a high-denomination story, and that's what makes it special. If you believe you have one of these coins lying around, now is a good time to inspect it. Look at the surface condition. Check for signs of wear, and if it appears uncirculated, consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. This can significantly enhance its marketability and value. For collectors, the 1984 25 or coin represents an affordable and accessible entry point into Danish numismatics, but also a rewarding challenge for those who seek perfection in condition and completeness in series. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, keep an eye on your coin jars and flea market finds. Because sometimes, a small piece of metal can carry with it a large story, and a surprising price tag. We explore one of South Africa's most intriguing modern coins, the 1991 2 Rand coin without a mint mark. What makes it special? How rare is it? And just how much is it worth in today's collector's market? Stay with us as we uncover the full story behind this fascinating coin. from its historical context to its potential to fetch hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars in the right conditions. To understand the significance of the 1991 No Mint Mark II Rand coin, we must first examine the broader context of South African coinage in the early 1990s. The year 1991 was a pivotal time in South African history. The apartheid regime was in its final years, and Nelson Mandela had just been released from prison in 1990. The nation was undergoing major political and economic transitions. During this period, the South African Mint was producing a range of circulating coinage, including the 1 Rand and 2 Rand denominations. These coins were composed of nickel-plated copper and featured notable designs symbolizing South Africa's wildlife and national identity. The 2 Rand coin of 1991 featured a black wildebeest, a powerful symbol of strength and resilience native to the African plains. The reverse design was created by the acclaimed South African sculptor and artist Coert Steinberg, whose works also include the world-famous Springbok designs seen on Krugerrands and earlier coins. Ordinarily, coins from this period bore a small mint mark to indicate their origin at the South African Mint in Pretoria. However, in 1991, a small number of 2 Rand coins were minted without any mint mark. These no mint mark coins are believed to be either an error or an intentional but undocumented release, making them exceedingly rare and highly sought after by collectors worldwide. In the world of coin collecting, rarity is king. And when it comes to the 1991 2 Rand with no mint mark, rarity is certainly on its side. Official mintage numbers from the South African Mint do not list a separate count for the no mint mark variety, leading many numismatists to believe that it was a limited production anomaly, possibly fewer than a few thousand, or even just several hundred, were ever struck. Some experts speculate it may have been a test strike or a transitional variety that accidentally entered circulation. Others propose it could have been produced for a special set that was never officially catalogued. Because of this uncertainty and the lack of formal documentation, the no mint mark 1991 2 Rand has become a ghost coin of sorts, a rare find known more through collector circles, auction listings, and private trade than through official channels. Coins in circulated condition can already command a premium due to their scarcity. But coins found in uncirculated or proof-like condition, with sharp details, minimal wear, and high luster, can sell for substantially higher prices. Now let's talk about the big question: what is this coin actually worth in 2025? The market value for the 1991 no mint mark South Africa 2 Rand has seen a steady increase over the past few years. As of August 2025, here are some general estimates based on online auction results, numismatic dealers, and private sales. A circulated 1991 2 Rand without mint mark in good to very fine condition can sell for anywhere between $50 and $150. Depending on where an IAPL. An extremely fine example with moderate circulation where may reach $200 to $350. Coins graded by reputable services such as PCGS or NGC as MS63 or higher, that is, mint state with minimal imperfections, can fetch upwards of $600 to $1,000, and sometimes even more. In rare cases, if the coin is in a pristine, near-proof state with verifiable provenance and authentication, auction houses have seen bids go as high as $1,500 or more. Keep in mind, these are not fixed prices. Coin markets fluctuate based on global demand, investor interest, geopolitical news, and the general rarity of high-grade examples entering the marketplace. What remains constant, however, is the increasing awareness of this coin scarcity and its growing desirability among collectors of modern world coinage. If you're wondering whether you might have one of these valuable coins in your possession, here's how to tell. Examine the obverse of the coin, which features the South African coat of arms and the year 1991. On standard issues, there will be a small mint mark, often a single letter or symbol, usually found to the right of the coat of arms. If your coin lacks this mint mark entirely, and all other design features align with the standard 2 rand of that year, you may be holding a no mint mark variety. To confirm authenticity and value, it's highly recommended that you have the coin evaluated by a reputable numismatist or grading service. Authentication and grading can significantly increase the resale value and trust in private or public sales. In conclusion, the 1991 no mint mark 2 rand coin from South Africa stands as a shining example of how numismatic anomalies can turn everyday coins into hidden treasures. With its mysterious origin, historical backdrop, and increasing collector demand, this coin continues to capture the attention of enthusiasts worldwide. If you're a collector, be sure to keep your eyes open at coin shows, estate sales, or even in inherited coin jars. You never know when a rare piece like this might appear, and if you already own one, consider getting it graded and preserved. It might just be one of the crown jewels of your collection, and a potentially valuable asset for years to come. Thank you for watching Numismatic Insights. If you found this video informative, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more in-depth coin profiles and collector news. Drop us a comment below if you've come across a rare coin in your collection. We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and keep discovering the value hidden in history.